Okay, let's see this question, which came in 2025 prelims. With reference to the planet Earth, consider the following statements. Rainforests produce more oxygen than that produced by the oceans. Marine phytoplankton and photosynthetic bacteria produce about 50% of world's oxygen. Well-oxygenated surface water contains several folds higher oxygen than that in the atmospheric air. So this belongs to the environment section in the syllabus, and it's one of the PYQ themes that UPSC keeps on asking repeatedly. So UPSC loves the ecosystems and which ecosystem produces the highest oxygen, which absorbs highest carbon. So these you need to know. Okay, so the terrestrial ecosystem, the ocean ecosystem, land, marine, UPSC, and also phytoplanktons are favorite of UPSC. There has been one question every year about phytoplanktons. Okay, so let's see how do you get to this question. Now, a well-read aspirant will be knowing that the oceans produce much larger quantity of oxygen than all the forests combined on the planet Earth. Okay, so this statement has to go wrong. And anyways, if you don't have much idea, then you can see that these both statements are contradicting each other. Okay, so if these both statements are contradictory to each other, they both cannot be in the answer. So by this, you can eliminate 1 and 2. You'll be left with the 3 options. Okay, and then anybody who has read basic NCERTs will be knowing that phytoplanktons are huge in number and they produce a lot of oxygen, and 50% is a very reasonable figure given here, about 50%. So it's kind of very general statement, and I think anybody will be able to guess this as a right statement than being much sure about this statement. So once you say that second is absolutely correct, you get to that, you will be left with only one option. Okay, that is B. And I question which has to be done in the exam, because if anybody has done a very good analysis of PYQs, they'll be knowing that which ecosystem produces the highest oxygen. Like there have been questions prior in 2018, 2022, 2024 also. So I think those aspirants will be able to get through this question, and it's kind of static also. So I would rate this question in between easy to moderate, and it has to be done. Now coming to the third statement, well oxygenated surface water. This is kind of, here you should know a little bit of general physics laws. Okay, so any gas which is dissolved in liquid will always be in a lesser concentration than when it is dissolved in a gaseous phase. So by that, here they've given several folds higher. So this is kind of extreme, you can say, and anybody who knows that basic physics principle and general knowledge will be able to guess that this statement is incorrect. But basically, even if you don't have idea about this statement, about the third statement, if you're unsure completely, I think you can solve this question only by being sure about the first 2 statements. Just by knowing that the marine ecosystem produces more oxygen than the terrestrial ecosystem, okay, you can crack this question. Only that minimum knowledge is required here. Okay, so focus on your statics, focus on your concepts, and focus on the PYQ themes analysis. Thank you.